Welcome back. Typtus here with yet another run of the Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age Randomizer. Now, before we get begin, I'm going to have a little bit of a cutaway and explain and show through some of the changes that I'm done with the settings for this randomizer. Right, so we're going to be looking at the randomizer stats that I'm doing for this run. What we've got here. If everything green over here is good, then you're good to go. These are all of the extra sub-mod things that I have got for this one. Let's get onto our flags. I am absolutely having a randomized equipment stats and hidden stats. I'm not going to go with the... Actually, yeah, I might go with the randomized elements. Augments. That's armor and accessories. Yep, absolutely. Come on. I'm not doing randomized equipment status effects because I can't, and you can get equipment that has auto blind, petrify, anything negative as well. So until that's updated to be able to pick and mix and blacklist certain things, then I'll keep that one off. Item locations, we are going to alright, so Bahamut unlock conditions. This is our rite of transit. It can be in any random location. Defeat said 2 or find on a random max sphere location. We're going to do that. Max sphere means basically the depth of how difficult content you need to do. The randomizer logic has basically sort of spheres of influence. The randomizer has basically shells of depth logic that you can do where you get items to get further and further. I'm probably not the best person to explain all this. So include key items. Yes, we want them all included. Double check that we want them all. Brig keys, yes. This does not scroll. Wind vanes, yes. Stolen articles, trophies, no. Do not want the trophies. So make sure these are selected so that you can actually get them randomized. The trophies are if you want to do rare game hunting. We want the Espers, second license board. No, because I want to know that I can get that if needed. Double check that I've got the trophies and everything. Sandalwood shop, whatever, that can be there. I don't care about that one terribly much. That's for getting in all of the pinewood chops. I think everything else is good to go. Alright, excellent. So, key items, these are the ones that are included in the item pool. Key items will not appear in missable locations or from day 10 and later. I'm not sure what the day 10 is. This is definitely the FF12 one. Alright, pinewood chops. So I'm mousing over the little information ball here, which does not show up on the recording, I just noticed. Number of pinewood chops to include in the pool, 0. Black orbs, 0. That means that I'm guaranteed to get my black orbs from the 3 levels of the Pharos, I think. Starting party member items. I'm going to include that. Sometimes I know that I have seen a randomizer seed where that caused a softlock loop where there was a key item needed to progress, but it was on a character, but you needed that item to get the character. I believe it should be fixed now. Treasures. No. I do not want them to be in treasure chests. Treasure chests and miscellaneous rewards, that's things like the mysterious glints and stuff. Hunts, absolutely. Clan rank, definitely. Clan bosses, yes. Clan espers, why not? Grindy, no. That is Ancestor's Quest on the airship and Hunt Club owner rewards. So, nope. And hidden starting items, because yeah, why not? Item difficulty depth. Normally I do normal, but I'm going to bump it up to hard plus. Character scale depth. essentially that means that items are placed in later locations and require just kind of more characters in theatre to get. We may as well have the junk scale. I haven't mucked around with junk scaling terribly much. Junk items from any category allow consumables, equipment, and loot to be replaced by items of other types. For example, potions can be replaced with a broadsword. Why not? Randomized shops, default settings I like. Same shops in the same area, shop size of 20, and scaled depth. I did my last run where I did not scale it, and that was kind of a bit more broken. It also made it harder to remember what shops to go back to get crap. Sight and Grout, yes. Randomized bazaars, yes. Teleport stones, max. License board type, we want the split one, which is the one where you get, that's the new custom ones. And I like that one. Randomized starting, absolutely. Because otherwise I'll spend 20 minutes working out what board to go with. Shuffle the main party, yeah. Hints from miracles, exact. Hint abilities. So that's whether or not you want abilities hinted as well. I'll get that. Shuffle music. XP multipliers. So this is where I'm going to change things up for this round. Normal and rare game enemies. I'm dropping their XP down to... pop it down to 20%. But bosses are going to be bumped up significantly. So the idea on this one, and haven't had a play to see how bad this is going to be, is that the goal is to beat bosses to get strength progress. So that means boss is going to be... We'll see how that goes. And haven't run through this, haven't checked it out. It could end up horrendous. Maybe not. Bosses and marks, again, massive bump on that LP. 400 is possibly overkill. We'll go 350. And we'll bump down on the regular ones. So that means that regular enemies are going to be giving us pistol, XP, and LP. So that incentivizes us to take out bosses and marks. Definitely want the 2-page equipment descriptions. That means we get more information. And I have no music packs installed. Finish. Generate seed. And away we go. So now that we've had a quick rundown of what some of the changes are, hopefully making this a slightly more difficult run, we can get a crackin'. We need to find that route of transit to get to the Bahamut, and it can be in a non-missable location, i.e. any bloody where. Fixed on a random max sphere location. OOA. Oh, what the hell is that? Excluded. I don't know what that location is. Can't think of it at the moment. So, possibly completing a large portion of side content. These notes are, I think, are new. Party members' starting items have been randomized. Check the inventory after they join. And I don't need to hear any more details, Tomaj. Let's see, what do we got to get going with? Oak staff, 4 silver bows. Well, at least there's some gil to start me off. Ooh, a Vera rucksack. Okay, well, that's a key item. 1 down. And a leather shield. Okay, dude, you're giving me lots of crap. Some more things to sell. Okay, what have we got going? Oh, we've got Ash for starters. Let's see what your grid is, Missy. So you are an Elementalist and Viking. Not bad. So you've got some good stats here. You've got some good strength ups and HPs. You use axes and shields. So that shield that I got is a default one. It's a leather shield. And on the magic side of things, you've got all of the elementals, including, I think, Ardor. So that's not bad. So we've got some magic offense. So that's a decent enough start. What is your starting equipment like? 44 attack on that longsword, which has a charge time of 41. Oof, that's rough there. Alright, so our rest of our equipment are trash tier. Yeah, still pretty trash. The attack's okay, but the charge time of 31 is kind of eh. Oak staff, charge time of 47, yick. Silver bow, you're weak to lightning. MP +1 for some reason. And, okay, 51 charge time on that bow with 41 attack. So none of the weapons are saying equip me, equip me. That's immune to earth, could be useful. Stats are not insane. So no physical defense. Oh yeah, she has literally 0 physical defense. That's not amazing. Oh, well, then mine I've got double XP. So much for the XP multipliers. And the bangle with the safely passed traps is rather nice. Inventory double check. Okay. Alright, we have more stuff than I thought. So this includes Ash's starting stuff. Ring of Light. So we can go do Fafnir. We can't get to it. H1 key. Great. We might have to do Hellworm. Can't get to it though. Medallion of Love. Yay, that quest. Serpent White Must. Okay, I mean, I guess we don't have to defeat Marilith. I mean, we still do actually. So there's 2 items for defeating hunts. We've got some lumber to sell off. No abilities. That's standard potions. And, oh, Battle Harness. I forgot. Converts license points to gil not being equipped. So, that's a half decent start. We've got some crap to sell off. So, could be useful for that gil. We're going to do the usual thing of check out the shops here. And then nip over to Giza Plains immediately to go acquire our second party member. Okay, what have we got? Silver bow, we already have tons of. A broad axe, okay, it's attack. I was excited for a moment, but its attack is 12. Not great. I was hoping it'd be better for Ash. Not amazing. Also trash. Not trash. That's much better than what we currently have. I'll be checking what else we've got. A shell shield. Auto shell. And Ash will be able to equip it. Balaclava, she won't be able to equip that. Counterattack more significantly. You have to be able to counter to do that. No defense either. No defense. Yeesh. Although some vitality. Hey, we've got some defense. Ash can't equip light armor though. She is... pretty sure she's only heavy armor. Alright, nothing sane there. Good to know we've got potions. Oh, bubble motes could be useful because that doubles our HP. Now, let's get rid of a couple of those. And I thought the lumber might be better. So I don't quite have enough for that really good bow. Not bow, the mace. Although Ash's secondary job, the Elementalist, can't use the mace. Those are staffs. Alright, so Moogling Attendant, let's get us to Giza Plains. And let's see what our secondary party member's going to get us. Tap the save crystal, so Rabanasta is at the center of the map. We're not going to be able to change the weather yet. Oh, I should double check what my Gambit setup is. And I just realized whatever funky stuff was happening in the last run with the Gambit menu is no longer happening. No idea what fixed that. But we've got Giza Plains where the rabbits are fighting, the sun is shining, and the hyenas will be biting. Now, do we have an item? There is one item here. Given that that can be our good, could be our rate of transit, or it could be our sight and grat, but I am not going to be hunting for it too keenly until I have my secondary party member. Just because Ash is possibly going to get squished. She's got 0 defense. You're supposed to have some defense in this area. Even if it is only like 5 or 6. And she's at level 1. Alright, whoa, camera's a little bit twitchier than I remember. Alright, what have we got in here? Another crappy bow. Again, bows do not scale very well. That headgear is, I guess, okay. Increase evasion and magic evasion if the enemy has a shield. Interesting. The stats on it also aren't half bad. I might pick that up because Ash will be able to equip that once she learns it. Diamond Bangle, counterattack. Again. Double LP. Yes, please. I'll save on that. Ooh, half MP. That's very good. And double MP as well. That's also better than the Firefly, because it's immune to Petrifier, which is useful. Okay, Gold Needle's good to know. Soul Eater and Arrow and Gravagar. I'll take Arrow because Ash can learn that. I know I'm broke, but yeah, we'll go. So we talk to the Nomad. Yeah, sure, why not? We are interested indeed. Okay, some Gil and Oak Staff. That could be an upgrade for Ash. A Sage's Ring. And Pinello's joined. Alright, do we actually have a Shadestone? We've got Ring of the Toad. So that's come from Pinello. And the Soul Ward Key. Okay, as soon as we can get up to Soshin Cave Palace, we can do the Hellworm. I don't know if I like that idea. Oh, I've got to check abilities. Arrow, Silencer, and Silence, lol. First Aid, which is rubbish. Altair, which is... our new party member is Balthea. Got some ammo, a Tokapi hat. Vitality plus 25 isn't bad. And Sage's Gauntlets increases magic power when HP's full, boosts wind and ice is not bad. And the Gauntlets is half dark damage. Hey, okay. Alright, Balthea, what's yours? One attack. Oof. Please tell me you've got something you can equip here. Okay, good. You can learn everything else. So Will Crossblade. Interesting. So the Oak Staff. Oh, we already had that. So currently nothing is amazing. You've got least defense. And chromed levers. Okay. Now what is... You are a chemist and ROG. What's that? Rogue. Okay, I do like having swiftness. That's nice. Where is... Zawil Crossblade is there. Well, we might get you the Zawil Crossblade because that's going to be better. Chemist is not amazing. It's got tons of armor, but no oh no, it does have Cure over the end there. Okay, I thought it was going to be worse. So and Cleanser soon. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. It does have a few white magics. It's mostly an item-based one, naturally. Okay, I've got a few license points, freebie ones. Let's get you some stats. Okay, you have no freebie license points, unfortunately. I'm going to set up the licenses in the party. Okay, we've got both of our guys set up, so I'm going to trial them on getting some items. I want to see how they go against this. So look at how slow our attacks are charging. Okay, we can one-shot these. How many items are here? Just the one. So I'll make a loop up the side. A Katetsu. Okay. Neither of these guys can equip it, so I'm not even going to bother looking at what it's got for us. And let's see how much XP these guys actually are going to give us. So for this, given that our guys are attacking so slow, it might be a case of fucking 9 damage. 1 XP. Yeah, not even getting AP out of these guys. So it's going to be a case of run away. The geezer playing ones, because they're only giving, I think it set it to 10. 10%. Okay, run away, don't die, Ash. I wasn't sure whether the LP was going to round down so badly either. So even farming for LP might be challenging for the enemies. We'll see. And honestly, I feel like LP is more valuable than XP. So as I said, this is just an experimental one. But when we defeat Tomato, we should be getting a crap ton of XP. Let's see, let us get to, it is the Ester Sands. We'll take out the tomato, then we'll be able to take out Thextra. By that point, oh wait, I need to re-equip Balthea. I was like, oh yeah, give him something other than a one attack weapon, and he can have the Magic Evade, which is going to do absolutely nothing. So the Thextra and the tomato should put us on a very high level, or decently one. Normally, in my regular settings, Thextrakins, no, Tomatikins will put me at like a level 11 or so. Anyway, we want to skip all that. Any items here? There are 2 items to be had. So the main reason for attacking enemies now is if I want their drops, which would be useful for bazaar goods. Oh yes. So if I hang back from attacking an enemy, like here, I can stay at distance, let my ATB charge before the enemy has even done anything. Alright, not even an XP out of those wolves. Okay, so wait for the ATB charge, because a lot of the enemies only start attacking when you get in range. And there we go, we got some levels. What level are we at now? A level 11 from just that basic one. So that means we're probably going to be... well, we will be one-shotting these guys now. Oh, yep, one-shotted. Nice. And what's our CP? License points? So good, about 90. So wait until it charges. Get Balthea close enough, and one shot. Tomatoes down. Ash takes Varn's pose. Because normally that little cutscene only has Varn on it. So before you get any party members. And Balthea will will try and use first aid on us because we were on critical HP. It's currently the only, it's sort of the only reliable healing that we have. Alright, anything up here? Nope, nothing up there. At least we can run fast to get through. So, do the rounds of getting all of the items from here. Look at that. Marked on the thing. Lovely. 2 bronze shields. How am I getting a collection of those? Now, there's a treasure... Man, a lot of treasure chests have spawned here. An iron hammer. Okay, that's a potential weapon for Ash. That counts as a hammer. It's a bloody iron hammer, so... Now, there should be a couple more items here. There's more glints. Winged boots. Ooh, that was the one that had... I just want to say it had either the MP cost one, which is useful, or the extra XP. Okay, that's a reasonable haul of stuff. It was 3 treasure chests spawned here. Now, what was that haul of stuff like? Iron hammer. That's an upgrade for Ash. Bowgun, no one can use it. The Katetsu is also no one can use it, so we don't care. Bronze shields. Magic evasion and absorbs water. Okay. Keep with her regular one. Pointy hat, and we can steal better. Also, that's not bad, but got to look on the item strength. +5 isn't half bad. Cotton shirt. No stat boosts terribly much, unfortunately. A bit of extra MP, which is not super amazing at the moment. Winged boots was... Oh, it's just... No, it was a different boots. Alright, that's just float. Well, and some HP. Oh well. And we're... Balthea does not have extra... Does not have the bronze armor double XP. So he's going to lag in levels a little bit, I think. And now we're going to go take on Thextra. We get another pair of wing boots from one of the treasures. And a wind crystal from the second treasure here. Oh, on to Thexty. And can't unfortunately start this one. We've got to defeat Vossler on the airship, which involves getting all the way to Wraithwall's tomb and clearing the tomb. So we've got the Wester Sands, the other sandy bits surrounding Damaska. Any items here? One item to be had. These enemies are a little stronger. They might yield a tinsy bit of XP. So on to Thextra. So hopefully I can get some more either XP or LP boosting items, particularly the LP. So I'm thinking maybe I should have had LP. The reason I have changed the, there we go, 21. Changed the stats so much, 175 LP, is because I was finding that I would wind up being over level before I did most of the content. So this way it kind of gives me potentially a little bit more challenge, but clearly the XP curve might need a little tweaking. As I said when I was setting it up, this is a bit of an experiment. See how it goes. And whack. So we've done 2 hunts. We're going to go collect the rewards. I can't imagine that it's going to be too much in the way of reward. The only... and I will possibly have to be a little bit more judicial about which abilities I unlock on the license grids, because I can't easily get LP. The regular enemies there, the ones that only drop a little bit, they do not drop any LP, so I'm guessing the LP scales, or the rounding, normally those ones would only drop 1 LP. So once we get to enemies late game, which can drop more LP, then things might be better. So handing in the Thextra, we're getting Sage's Ring and some money. We'll see what that money gets us later. And Tomage, what do we got? Some more money and Quasimodo boots. At least I can change the license boards, which will reset the license. So if I do find that I need to redo my license grids, that is an option. Now from here we're going to check out the sewers. We're definitely at a high enough level that the Wraith will not be a problem. So, and there is the item shop down here as well. Wraith is valuable for the checks. Okay, item shop guy, what have we got? A Lohengrin, no one can use, that's not amazing. Wow, a 1 attack Mage Masher. That sucks. Okay, 15 defense is not bad. Given Ash has 0 defense, we'll pick one of those up. I've got a little bit of cash to spend. Brigandine, weak to lightning. Immune to poison, could be okay. Strength plus 16. Again, not too bad. Antidotes and Rhyme Fangs, so let's sell off crap. We've gotten quite a few things now. We might get some bizarre goods too. We got some bizarre goods. Please be something nice. Nope. And I already got that. Well, they were worthless. Can't do that hunt. We don't have a climb primer. Nor do we have enough ladies in the party. Sorry, Balthea, you do not count as a lady. Now this Wraithy over here should not be much of a problem. I haven't done any license grids yet. Doom. Okay, maybe a little bit more of a problem than I thought. Our guys are not doing much damage. So we're both doomed, which... oh no, not quite. Both doomed yet. So he's going to want to spam Doom until everyone's doomed. He's going to now use Blind, which I'd rather he didn't. At least he's only... oh, it's missed as well. Lovely. Okay, so he hasn't gotten to his attacking with Dark yet, which is interesting. Normally he really likes doing that. And I'm glad that he's attacking Balthea, because Balthea can just tank the damage more. There you go. Okay, so Balthea's damage is dropping there we go. Mostly, I think, because he's like several levels below Ash at this point. Dark. There we go. Leveled up. Level 23 for Ash. She is powering away with that double XP. And we're just going to tap the crystal out here to get rid of that Doom. So yes, 23 versus 19. Maybe the level gap will change a bit. So we've got 500 license points to play with. At the moment, there is nothing on this side that I'm going to be going for with Balthea. I will be going here to get action time reduction, because that is very useful. And I'm going to chill there. For Ash, we are going to get that Iron Hammer, because that is going to be an increase buff. After that, action time 12%, I think that will be very useful. We have Arrow as well. I'll pick that one up, just in case. Oh, we can learn Charge if I ever get it. And that is it. So we'll go and get that action, that Swiftness. Swiftness is going to be just so good for us with our crappy charge times. So Ash gets a Iron Hammer. That is a slightly worse charge time, but the attack on it, evade 0, combo 1%, combo 6%, yeah, let's go with it. And that's not much better, so that her only defense is there. Winged Helm, that's going to be much better. And Bronze Armor is staying on because it's double XP. So Quasimodo, damage from guns and measures is reduced by 88%. I don't know that many enemies use that, but 22 magic is good for potential mage when we get to it. So now to hand in these hunts. So now we can hand in the hunt, mash through the dialogue as usual, get a reward, and then of course got to remember to go into the house to get the second part of the reward, which is the Dusty Letter. A round shield. Okay, we're getting shields. At least we've got a character who can use shields. So what have we got hiding in the house here? Dusty Letter. And a Silent Urn. That is useless because I do not have the clan primer, so I cannot initiate that hunt. But it's good to know that I have it. So from now, it's going to be do the Cactor in Nalbana, and apparently go the complete wrong direction on the map. So I've chosen to go through the Giza Plains route. There's two ways to get to Nalbana from Rabanasta, either Giza Plains or Westersand, because I figured there was going to be more treasure potential this way. I go through a couple more screens. Now there's still that one item in this area which I haven't found. Aha, it's just hiding over here. So, Archaea Armlet, I don't have one of those yet. That could be okay, and that's an early item. Alright, Archaea. It's air magic +6. I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's also not doing anything. Any items in here? Nope. I'm going to breeze through this area. Well, so much for items. There were no treasures in any of the other areas in the Giza that I went to. So now we are on the hunt for an obnoxious cactus. The dogs potentially worth doing because they have a rare drop of, I think it's a Tokapi hat, which I do technically already have. Let's see what these fussbirds have got. Oh, there's a treasure chest. I spy. So mostly doing these to get items for the bazaar, which could be good. It could be a sighting grab. I could get another one of those super early. Ooh, Mithril Blade. Normally that drops off Omega and you can get a maximum of, I think, 2. Unless you're doing some fancy drop. I think you can only get 2. It's like a 10% drop off the Omega weapon. Okay, where is our cactar? I think you're hiding up in here. Oh yeah, I can see the giant red dot on the map. Hi, friendly cactus. Hello, little flowering cactoid. You're more hardy than my cactuses, I'll give you that. I have a brand new cactus to replace another cactus that may have died. I may have learned the hard way that anything succulents do not appreciate frosts. You know, who would have thought that a plant that is predominantly water would not appreciate frosts which expand and destroy the poor things. So I lost a whole bunch of my succulents this year because I didn't realize and didn't think that, oh, frost's in the new place that I am at, because I've come from the tropics. Yeah. Oh, a system access key. Nice. We've got a little bit of extra transport and another pair of winged boots. Wow, okay. So we can fly to a couple of places. But we are going to fly, well, not fly, but heads to Nabana. Oh, there's still one more item. Right. Obviously cannot hand in the mark yet. Now for Nabana, whoops, we can go there. And what have we got for items here? Buy. No one can use lance, but that's a not bad lance with the slow effect. Elfin bow is actually not bad. It's charge time of 38 though. That is an improvement, and Balthea can use it, so I'll pick one of those up, I think. That's trash. Okay, there's another double XP item. And it's cheap, and Balthea should be able to learn that one. We'll get eye drops and lightning fang, so I'm going to pick up that Gladius for Balthea. And Balthea's going to be spending a lot of LP, I suspect. One systematic. Oh, and look at that. One gets us Rabanasta, Sandseas, Bujerabra, and Bahamut. Nice, but we cannot access Bahamut without the Writ of Transit. 2 gets us Osmond Plains, Paramana, Ridorana, and Pharos. Interesting, I thought Pharos was on 3. I guess I'm wrong. 3 gets us Nebradia, Arcadia, and Balfonheim. Nebradia. Nebradia Deadlands? I didn't think there was an airship spot there. Whatever. We'll sell off all the crap, and that opens us up to a few areas. We are going to go, I think, next time, Sandsea might be the best bet. Bujeraba has 1 check for us currently, because we do not have the clan primer. So that's probably not the best spot to go. There is still some areas in the Sandsea. We might check what the store in the Ester Sands has in the Wester Sands. We can actually check that out very, very quickly. So Balthea, we want to get the Gladius, nice and cheap. And then we want, what was the name of the item? Gladius, that's a massive upgrade. It is a headgear, the Wizard's Hat, which is on Mystic Armor 2. Where is that Mystic Armor 2? Double XP will be rather good. And at the moment, there is nothing else worth getting, although that focus could be useful. Although we don't have regular healing at the moment. So, possibly hold off on that. And plonk on that Wizard's Hat, double XP, half damage from lightning. Lovely. And we are actually going to go end the episode on the edge of the Sand Sea. Not in the Sand Sea yet. There's a shop that at the Wester Sand shop. I want to check that one out. So from Nalbana, we can go Ester Sands, Bujeraba, Bahamut, not quite, Rabanasta, Giza, Damaska Westersand, Oga Yensa, and Nam Yensa. So we're going to go to the Wester Sands. We're going to remember to tap the crystal, although I will be saving at the crystal, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. And Lohan, you got anything good for us? Wow, that is trash. That is okay. Oh, shame we've got no one who's got samurai swords. That Kogarasamaru was not bad. Well, sight unseen is the only vaguely interesting thing in his store. But that's fine. We still can't access the area on foot. These two doofuses will block us, but we can take the airship to get into the Sand Seas, which we will be having a go at Wraithwall's tomb. But until next time, this is Type This Out, and have a good day, guys. Bye.